turned on push to talk, so hopefully you guys can't hear me. I'm gonna try and work through my thought process for a lot of this stuff here. Although, I am pretty notorious in, like, not really being able to string together coherent thoughts as I'm in the middle of playing. Is this how we learn that you're actually in Windwalker spec?
You were warned, Umbrick. The Terrace is forever closed to you. Now leave before...
We're gonna go ahead and lust on this pull, or on this pack after we LOS it across the hall. Since they're lusting, I'm going to go ahead and dump all of my shards into my Hand of Gul'dans, as well as popping my Tyrant. No!
Of power.
That was really unfortunate. I don't think I'll be able to get 2. Ooh. I think I was. I was able to get 2 out. Thankfully, somebody else was able to interrupt. I pulled. Yeah, I pulled them. Now we'll never time this key. Here I'm going to summon my imp. I'm actually going to go ahead and use my Curse of Tongues here. And I will use my Mortal Coil, just to be safe here.
A gift of power.
Somebody else should be able to get that Ascendance. Good job. Excellent. So I have a bunch of different ads out here, or a bunch of different demon summons. So this should go pretty quickly.
But we can't afford to linger here.
I don't know which packs he's pulling here, but he's gonna LOS right here.
To think Rama would go this far to keep me out.
I'm gonna go ahead and implosion here since I have 15 imps. You only really ever want to implode whenever you have 6 or more, ideally around 9. The verbiage on the talent for implode says that up to 6 imps may implode at once. However, it seems odd because sometimes it looks like it just takes all of your imps. So it's a little confusing on like exactly how many are being used. And if I'm being honest, I haven't actually been able to determine whether or not it uses just 6 or if it uses all of them.
My power is
But you know that you want to do it with at least 6 in reserve, because that way you get a couple of your imp gang bosses, because for every 2 that you implode, you get a gang boss. And if it only ever goes up to 6, then you can have up to 3, which is really good.
I seem to be detained. The construct ahead is heightening Rama's spell work. Destroy it.
We can go ahead and B-res him. There we go. There was the 6 imp implosion. I'll try not to pull the boss.
All students must follow policy. Compliance is not optional.
We're going to go ahead and quickly Shadow Bolt and summon our imp. We're going to build up to 2 shards, implosion, and then we're going to use our Dark Pact before we hit our Tyrant. We got a little scuffed on the knockback there, but that's okay. We just went ahead and canceled our pull there.
Compliance is not optional.
I did overcap on shard there, but that's fine.
Proceeding with impairment.
I wasn't going to be able to get the extra charge off on
Refueling. Please stand by.
Dominion of Argus, but that's okay. Here we have to make sure that we grab these orbs, so I'm gonna go ahead and
Distraction terminated.
I think he got one.
Disciplinary measures. Policy demands compliance.
I'm gonna go ahead and demonic circle here.
Proceeding with impairment.
We're going to, oh, never mind.
Detainment.
There we go. Now we can use our tyrant.
Policy demands compliance.
I don't have any demonic cores, so we have to kind of hard cast here.
Proceeding with impairment.
We should be able to get both of these out.
Refueling. Please stand by.
There we go.
Quiet time is mandatory.
Pity.
Resuming. Disciplinary quiet time is mandatory. Compliance is not optional. Quiet time is mandatory. Compliance is not optional.
Quiet time is mandatory.
Time is mandatory.
I don't have a target.
Dropping us all well, and I'm getting my food buff here. Alright, now we can run back. Now we'll never time this key. How long does the dot on those things last? I took, I think, 3 orbs and almost died per tick.
All students must follow policy. Compliance is not optional. Suppressive measures necessary.
We got a little scuffed on the pushback, but that's fine.
Please remain still. Compliance is not optional.
Having to hard cast the Shadow Fury was a little bit bad because it made it so that I couldn't get that final Dominion of Argus
Proceeding
out,
with
but that's fine.
impairment.
It's less than ideal, but
Please stand
sometimes you have to deal with it.
Quiet time is mandatory. Resuming disciplinary measures. Compliance
Very
is not
unfortunate.
optional. Proceeding with impairment. Please remain still. Compliance is not optional.
Alright, there we go. You can use your imp to dispel that root.
Refueling. Please stand by.
We're gonna go ahead and use my implosion there. little spooky, but not too bad.
Resuming disciplinary measures.
This is what I'm talking about, though, how I am notoriously unable to maintain like a coherent stream of consciousness and thought whenever I'm kind of locked in. But we'll get there. This is the first time I've actually... Not the first time, but this is pretty close. Oh, gotta go to passive here. So the reason why I have to go passive for the pets there is because I have noticed that on this dungeon they will rush towards the ads, like in that little alcove there.
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
I don't have time to get a food buff now, so I'm gonna have to wait. Not actually sure what killed me, but... Going to channel my inner Genji main. Healing, healing, healing.
I need to target.
GG easy, no real. GG easy, no re. Heal diff, tank diff. That would be a funny discovery.
A gift of power.
I was trying to get a Shadow Fury there, but it wasn't really wanting to position right on my screen.
I need to target something.
Oh, so we can ignore it? This next boss is actually pretty easy for us to do, or to deal with.
I target. I don't have a target.
My power is transcendent. Share in it. Your survival.
Yeah, there's nothing I could have done there.
Necessary.
It might have been the Holy Fire. Not really sure. I'll be able to get my food buff here this time. So what you're saying is you need to...
A gift of power.
Zaranel, stand down. I have permission from Lorthamar himself. Liar! None shall lay hands on the Sinoshaw!
Do you guys think that if you... So, like, if you have mana buns... That's funny.
The Sinoshaw remains here! Dirfidol! Restrain him. I'll take care of these shields. Marked for defeat!
I'm gonna go ahead and hard cast a couple of these.
Unyielding.
I was able to get both off. It's really good.
Mark for defeat.
Here's my imp gang bosses. I love those. This boss is actually quite forgiving in his demo, which is really nice. This one and the octopus boss.
Silence.
A gift.
Actually, very good timing on my
Mark for
part.
defeat. Speak no more.
So here I'm just flowing through my rotation. I'm not worrying too much about positioning or anything like that. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm pushing my buttons properly.
Your fall is written.
I wasn't able to get that last Dominion of Argus off, but this should be fine.
Silence.
There we go. Nice.
Help me remove the wards around the Sinister.
The Sinisher, the Sinosher, the Kinosher, the Kanasher. Listen, I didn't want to be the one to say it. I don't think... Oh, I'm getting absolutely demolished. I got him. Here we'll just build up to 2 and then we'll... Tyrant. We're actually going to Shadow Fear here just to help out the healers in the tank a little bit. We should be able to get a couple more out. Well, should being the operative word. Still did quite a bit there, not too bad. A lot of this particular section is going to end up being like watching out for the fear and hoping that I don't have
A gift.
my interrupt
Of
down, so that's what we're going to be doing there. There we go. I'm going to set the Void Terror as my focus. We're going to implode here with the 5 stack. Ooh, we did not hit that one. Thankfully there's not too many. So we didn't wipe off of the... Oh, no. That was close. I don't have an interrupt for another 5.
A gift of power.
Their knockups were ill-timed. Those were ill-timed knockups, so a lot of my A lot of my interrupts just went wasted, unfortunately. This should affect everything, so it makes their cast a little bit longer. That'll make it easier to interrupt them later. One walks and the other one has a cell phone.
My power is transcendent. Share in it.
Here we're gonna go ahead and dump our tyrant. There's a really fat implosion. We got a pretty good amount. We got a pretty good amount of summons off of Dominion of Argus there. That's pretty good.
I need a target.
Alright, by now we know the strat. We build up to 5, we hand a Gul'dan.
My power is transcendent. Share in it.
Gotta touch this boss. There's another great example of me kind of locking in and just going non-verbal, basically. I'm gonna use a defensive and drop this here. We hand a Gul'dan, we touch this, and then we immediately start handed Gul'daning again. We got unlucky and we didn't get a huge amount of demonic cores on our procs, but that should be fine. Ooh. That was a lot of damage. Again, we're gonna try and get this out of the way. We're gonna hope that this neural link doesn't actually affect me too far. There we go. I'm just gonna fight the pull here, and as soon as that's done, I'm going to build up to 2
A gift
Tyrant.
of power.
We're gonna have Dark Pact up for this again, so that's what we're gonna do. I should be able to get one more. There we go. There we go. Not too horrific. We're gonna wait until most of these are all grouped up and then we'll implode with 12. That is super fat. I'm gonna use my Curse of Tongues cloud.
My power is transcendent.
Should be able to get 2 of these off. Perfect. As before, we're going to go ahead and build up to 5. Demo has a lot of buttons, but it is deceptively simple because of how many buttons you actually end up pushing and what the rotation actually looks like.
A gift of power.
Went ahead and used Arcane Torrent for that. I'm actually going to hold on to my Tyrant here. Alright, so we're actually not going to hold on to our Tyrant now. We need to kill the ad just a little bit faster, because we do only have 3-4 minutes to actually do this dungeon. I should be able to get these 2. Perfect. We should, if we don't die anymore after this, be able to time this key.
Champion, I know what to do. I'll need to attune the Cynosure to the Void Storm.
So here we're going to play around what the team is doing by making sure that we're on the side that has probably the least amount of people.
I channel the spell and end this chaos.
You dare? Then die! Shadows sealed
Right.
in darkness.
I'm going to summon my imp and then immediately hard cast my Shadow Bolt.
Devours. Scattering shadows.
I didn't quite have enough time to get that last Dominion of Argus cast off, but we're fine.
Scattering shadows.
We did overcap there, but that should again be fine. we'll be able to immediately cast into our Tyrant. A little bit more.
Darkness devours. Shattering shadows.
I need to make sure that I stay alive here.